So thank you so much, first of all, for giving me the opportunity to explain my research. And my research is about human capital analytics. And human capital analytics has become integral for organizations and companies nowadays for informed decision making, for optimized resource allocation, for improved performance, for talent management, strategic alignment, and just whatnot. So we conducted a systematic literature review, and a total of 81 articles were analyzed in this process. And a model has been developed for the human capital analytics. So there are 4 drivers and 7 outcomes of human capital analytics that have been identified in this particular work. So the drivers include organizational culture, employee hard and soft skills, employee competencies, and skilled workforce. And the outcomes include stronger interdepartmental relationships, improved employee performance and behavior, knowledge-based sessions, improved company performance, provision of competitive edge, risk reduction, and enhancement of strategic organizational capability. So in the research, we see that the human capital analytics is an emerging phenomena, and yet much literature does not exist in this particular phenomenon. So considering the minimal exploration of HR data analytics and its hidden role in the company's performance as well, the area has been very less approached by previous researchers. So our review addresses the mentioned shortcoming, and it provides a roadmap for the future research as well. So the challenge I faced was that we have analyzed these 81 articles, and much research has not been carried out in this particular topic. So there was very scarce data available. Secondly, if you say that human resource analytics has been used, with various names in multiple researches, previous researches, like it is also called talent analytics. Somewhere it will be called people analytics. So the data. The data was not available so easily, and even the research prior that had been carried out, so it has been really scarce, and much research was not carried out before 2015. So this area has been more of a focus after 2015. So it has been hard to actually get the data and come up with this model. So yeah, this was the major challenge that I have faced in this particular research. So my motivation for this research is that, as I told you, that it brings immense importance for the organizations and the companies. And if human capital analytics is not actually integrated into the practices of the companies, then the company or the organizations can be actually compromising on data quality, on the data availability. Uh, it even represents technical expertise and provides a competitive edge for the companies. Then it is also like if it's not there, then the organization might be resistant to change the employees over there. So it's really important that human capital analytics is integrated within the companies and organization, because it has a huge impact. And if they do not focus on it with today's technology that we have, with today's technological tools that we have, if this is not focused much by the organization, they're just losing on some very important, aspects of their company, which can contribute towards much better performance of their company. So I would say it has a huge impact, and because it provides a better understanding and utilization of human capital and human capital analytics, and it also contributes towards innovation within a company. So my motivation has been that it has such huge advantages that I, I personally believe that even by looking at the literature at this time, that companies need to adopt such kind of analytical techniques which are not being widely adopted by them. And if they do so, it can contribute towards innovation within their company as well, because they are managing their human capital in this way. And they're getting some analytics on the basis of which they can make really integral decisions. And if they're not using this, then they're simply, at an oversight of some very important variables, some very important analytics, because if they are not implementing it, definitely they're not seeing it in numbers. And in organization and companies, numbers is all that matters. If it's in front of you, you can make integral decisions. So because this part of this human resource often gets neglected and in companies. So whether it's large companies still do some justice. I won't say they do a justice in its complete form, but some justice. But if we talk about new ventures, or when we talk about small to medium organizations and companies, their focus has not been much towards the HR side because they have limited resources. And in those resources, their focus is more towards other things to make to improve their company performance, rather than going more towards the analytics. So analytics now in today's era is, I would say it's not an option for the companies. It's actually what they need to implement if they want to improve and enhance their company performance. So the motivation has been this, and it is to actually bring, into writing, into research, that it is an integral part of every organization. So, my advice for young researchers would be that they need to bring along really strong analytical skills. They need to develop, a solid foundation in analytical methods and related software tools. And I would say that they need to have some advisors, some mentors with whom they can discuss their research work before they started, because people with more experience, people with more experience in research can give really, really integral advice. So I would advise them to have some really good mentors out there before they start their research, because their tips and tricks really do matter. And just keep, going towards continuous learning, because continuous learning is what will definitely make their research even better, and they would be able to contribute more towards academic literature. So the conference was a great experience for me. The conference was, it was really good. I've always had a really prompt response from the host organization as well. So in terms of communication, it was excellent. And the conference, when I was attending the conference, it was so well organized. There were really integral research that was shared by other scholars as well. So it was a great experience to hear them out, to hear the work that they have been doing and learn more. So I believe it was great in terms of that, and it was absolutely great in terms of the organization by the host as well.
Thank you
I
so
would really
much.
recommend, yeah, I would absolutely recommend people, to join Eurasia Research future conferences as well.